It began on a Tuesday night in the Valley of the Sun. Paul Westphal of the Phoenix Suns scored 28 points for John McLeod. He had help. Forward Walter Davis added 25, and Phoenix beat Portland. But now the scene shifts to the Northwest, and the Trailblazers are tough at home.
The NBA on CBS. Tonight's playoff game is sponsored by Gillette, makers of Atra, America's original pivoting head razor. Chevrolet and your neighborhood Chevrolet dealer who invite you to test drive the first Chevy of the 80s, Citation. And by Rust-Oleum for rust-fighting products that let you do it fast and make it last.
It's playoff fever time in the NBA, and earlier tonight, Atlanta eliminated Houston 100-91. The world champion Washington Bullets are next for Atlanta on Sunday. Philadelphia knocked out New Jersey 111-101, and on Sunday it'll be Philly and San Antonio. And after one, Los Angeles leads Denver 33-28. So our scene now shifts here live to the Memorial Coliseum in Portland, Oregon, where it is Game 2, Phoenix against the Portland Trailblazers, and the Trailblazers must win. And the den you are hearing in the background is just the beginning. They have sold out 101 games here in Portland. It is called Blazer Mania, and Maurice Lucas has just been introduced. Good evening, everybody. I'm Brent Musburger along with Hot Rod Hundley. And Hot Rod, what do the Blazers have to do now to get even with the Suns tonight?
Well, when they lost the game by 4 points at Phoenix, they out-rebounded Phoenix 45-30. And quoting a lot of their players, if we just play our games and the ball bounces our way, we can send it back to Phoenix for a third game. They have won 116 and lost only 20 here in the Coliseum in the last 3 years. They're going to be tough tonight.
And, of course, the two men that Jack Ramsey is most concerned with are Paul Westphal and Walter Davis in John McLeod's starting lineup. The other three men will be Hurd, Adams, and the terribly underrated Don Boozy at the other guard. Opening for the Portland Trailblazers with Maurice Lucas for Jack Ramsey will be Michael Thompson, Owens, Ron Brewer, and Twardzik. Two rookies will start for the Trailblazers. Lionel Hollins has been slowed by an assortment of injuries. He has not helped Ramsey much this year. The officials for tonight's playoff game: Jack Madden, Lee Jones, Wally Rooney, and Hugh Evans. Hugh is the alternate, so he will be sitting over there at the scoring table, and we are ready to begin. The Purple Gang from Phoenix, coached by John McLeod and Al Bianchi. And Hot Rod, I've got to point out that in the last two Friday night games that I have done with the Phoenix Suns, they have rewarded us with 4 overtimes.
They're a great basketball club, and both of these clubs are very well coached. I might add that, Brent. Two well-coached basketball clubs. They make few mistakes. It'll be a tight game.
So the big redhead is not here in Portland, but Jack Ramsey drew the wagons together, and it's still a talented gang in white that goes down on defense. Phoenix wins the tip. Truck Robinson does not open. He is not completely back at full strength since suffering that serious viral infection earlier. Paul Westphal, game's first shot, and it is the big man. Lucas down with the first rebound. He shot only 3 of 14 Tuesday night. That was one of the factors that contributed to the Blazers' loss. Rookie Michael Thompson is up. Both teams 0 for 1, and here comes Westphal.
Might add that defensively, Dave Twardzik handling the basketball as a playmaker. That as well, Davis hits a shot. Twardzik with the ball now. He'll be guarded by Don Boozy, who's the best defensive player, but they want to stop Twardzik from letting him set up where he wants to run this offense, and that's the strategy McLeod uses defensively.
Alvin Adams against Owens. It goes to Michaels across the hole, and the young man out of Minnesota puts it in, tied at 2. Westfall over on the right side now. The rookie Brewer from Arkansas will go with him. Davis gives it up to Gar Hurd. Hurd fake. Lucas with him. High arch. Thompson to the rebound. Tall front line for the Blazers. Owens, Lucas, and Thompson have a size advantage on the Suns. The Suns were out-rebounded 45-30 in the first game. In and out, then cut back in by Owens. Lucas on a miss.
What a remarkable year he has had. Tom Owens, 6'10", from South Carolina, and he made a beautiful follow up there with the right-hand tip in.
And here is Don Boozy from Evansville. He'll go underneath now. Twardzik will come with him. Adams pops out. Good outside shooter. High arch up over Owens. Now, in that game down in Phoenix, the Suns came on to hit 61 and 62% in the last two periods, and that turned it around. You don't have to worry about rebounding. Adams, who was fronting Owens, deflected it out of bounds.
And the Phoenix Suns defensively, to a man, will front. They will deny the ball on every pass, try to force you out of your position that you want to try and get in for an easy shot.
This, the best 2 out of 3 so-called mini-series. Kansas City awaits the winner. Lucas puts it on the floor, goes to Owens on the turnaround. Taken away by Hurd. It just bounced out of his hands right to Lucas.
Well, he just picked that one up like grabbing a grape. Went right back up and bounded right to him on the left side.
Westfall with that spinning move catches daylight and misfiring. Owens is off. The Blazers are dominating the defensive and offensive glass. Twardzik goes inside. Reverse layup, and there was a foul.
That's what you don't want to let him do, is penetrate. That time, Twardzik got inside, drew the foul. A fine move. Well, look again. Fake right, went left, split the defenders. Boozy there, as he put the ball up, spun it off the glass to draw the foul.
So here is little David Twardzik, who gets a mile out of every inch. One of the smaller, yet one of the more effective men in the NBA.
Alvin Adams drew the foul on the play. That's the first foul we've had in the ballgame. 9:44 left in the first quarter, and it's 7-4 Portland.
With 9:44 to go, as Rod told you, it is 8-4. Blazers over the Suns. The Blazers, of course, must win, or Game 3 will be played in Phoenix Sunday. Quick move by Walter Davis. Underhand scoop shot.
Great move. Boy, what a player. He is so quick. And what a matchup that is. Michael Thompson, one of the top rookies in basketball at 6'10". Davis only 6'6". They play head up.
Brewer now with an outside and scores for the first time. Brewer is probably the most underrated rookie in the league this year. Bill Ford got all the advanced publicity, justifiably so. He had a marvelous year. Westfall fouled by Owens, who came down on him. That was a critical point Tuesday night. Tom Owens picking up 3 quick fouls. When he goes out, Jack Ramsey must make adjustments to the front line.
Here's Westfall's move, right to left. Great on that head and shoulder fake. Maintained his balance. Went up, Owens off balance, got the foul. As you mentioned, Brent, the 3 fouls came in the first 6 minutes of that game Tuesday night. And Owens had to sit out some 22 minutes of the game.
When our director, Sandy Grossman, takes another shot of Westfall, you will see the bandage high on his left leg. Slightly pulled groin. The camera now pulling back. You can see that. He injured it on Tuesday night. Told us before the game, not serious. Blazers leading the Suns by 3. 10-7. Boozy with Twardzik. Thompson brings Davis with him. And Westfall goes for the steal, but Thompson regains. They go now to the left, and it's Brewer who faces up. Just a touch short. Now Davis is flowing. Westfall, who cheats a lot, breaks down free with a left hand miss. Twardzik on the rebound. Westfall had broken quickly from his man. Thompson to the right baseline, crossed out to Owens. Should have had that one, and then he came back and fouled Adams. Out of frustration, that is 2 quick fouls, and Jack Ramsey faces the same situation.
So it is coming right back to haunt the Portland Trail Blazers. They're going to look for a timeout here, as Coach Jack Ramsey visibly upset with his big man with 2 fouls quickly here in the opening quarter with 8:42 left in the first period.
He should have hit the basket, and it would have saved the possibility of the foul. That was the key point. We've got our first timeout in Portland. It's playoff time. The Blazers up by 3.
Your services are no longer required.
I see no future for you.
Over 6 million shavers have said goodbye to their old razors and said hello to Atra, Gillette's best shave. Micro-smooth twin blades and Atra face-hugging action combine to outshave every razor we've ever made.
Good shave. Sorry, sir.
Atra, Gillette's best shave.
Atra, You're supernatural.
Chevrolet explains the room of Citation, the first Chevy of the 80s.
Most car engines are mounted like this, but Citation's engine is mounted like this to give you more room. In fact, Chevy Citation, a compact car, has interior room that the EPA rates as midsize. The 1980 Chevy Citation. It's not only the first Chevy of the 80s, it's a whole new kind of compact car. Coming to your Chevy dealers Thursday, April 19th. Chevy Citation.
When it comes to fighting rust, there are two types of people.
I want to do it fast.
I want to make it last.
For both, there's Rust-Oleum. Rust-Oleum's original fish oil primer goes right through rust to bare metal, so you get long-lasting protection.
It lasts.
And it comes in handy sprays, so it's easy to apply.
It's fast.
Not to mention 40 beautiful colors.
If you're going to do it fast,
You might as well make it last.
good point.
CBS Sports is proud to present the 1979 Masters. Saturday, April 14th and Sunday, April 15th on CBS Sports.
Jack Nicklaus making a move, so you'll see him tomorrow in that coverage of the Masters. Saturday and Sunday, the final 2 rounds on CBS. The timeout has been concluded. Phoenix with the ball, trailing Portland 10-7 with 8:40 to go, first period. Game 2 of the playoff, best 2 out of 3. Davis looks in on Thompson, comes to the baseline, and Michael Thompson is giving him fits with that size.
Oh, and he blocked that shot. They had cleared it out for Davis to let him go one-on-one. Remarkable how well this young man plays defense at 6'10". Michael Thompson developing into one of the best defensively in the league.
Thompson now looking in on offense over Davis, and here is Brewer to the right baseline. Thompson with an offensive rebound.
They have got some horses up front, averaging 6'9.5" in their starting lineup.
Boozy putting his shoulder down. An offensive foul is the call against Boozy.
Watch the position, and inside, Thompson grabbing the rebound. Perfect timing. Easily went back up and laid it down.
12-7. Blazers with the lead in the ball. Owens backdooring.
He hesitated for a minute like he was waiting for Adams to run up his back. Alvin Adams backed off, and he just went up and dunked it through.
So the lead has gone to 7. And I'll be surprised if this game breaks open much wider than that all evening long. Here's Adams dumping it inside to Davis with that high arch. Cut it to 5.
He made him change the shot. Thompson again was right up tight, but Davis with a soft touch just lofted it up and got the basket.
Brewer to the Lucas side. Hurd now fronting him, and Adams helping to seal him up. Now Adams goes over on Owens, and Thompson comes out and faces the basket. Phoenix would like to keep Portland outside when they set up that offense because of the size advantage. Westphal looking for daylight. Quick dip now. Uzi's open. Off with his shot. Davis had an offensive rebound. Ricocheted away, and they give it up to Portland. And Los Angeles in a must-win situation, leading towards it.
What a move. The little guy at 6'1", Dave towards it. That takes great control of your body to make a shot like that, and he spun it right off the glass.
Boozy to the left corner. See what missing that wide open shot will do to Boozy's confidence as the Suns dig back in. High arch from Hurd is not there. And the Suns are getting but one shot. Owens waiting, and Brewer in behind at the baseline. Was open. Adams couldn't control, and Michael Thompson put it in.
Alvin Adams misjudged his jump on that play. I think Phoenix may perhaps go to Truck Robinson here in a moment. They've got to start getting the boards. And like Tuesday night, Portland is dominating the game.
18-9 with 6:09 to go in the first period.
Sometimes it seems the whole world is burning, and you don't think it'll ever go out. But sooner or later, the fire does die, and it isn't the water and axes that do it. It's you and a handful of tired men. Now comes Miller time. Time to finally head for the best tasting beer you can find. Miller High Life, America's quality beer since 1855.
When it's time to relax, Miller stands clear. If you've got the time. Well, if you've got some time, we've got the beer. Miller beer.
We've changed homes, but we've always stayed with one kind of homeowner's agent.
When the Pattersons came here to Plano, Texas, they asked me to handle their homeowner's insurance, just like their State Farm agent back home.
We've never moved away from State Farm because we want to make certain that we have the right coverage and a good agent.
And that's what we're here for, to provide the right protection and good neighbor service.
And like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
That's homeowner's insurance, the State Farm way.
After the NBA action, the best of the Challenge of the Sexes coming up Sunday on CBS at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It is 18-9, Blazers over the Suns. This one of the few crowds in the NBA that makes the first period sound like New Year's Eve.
And Truck Robinson has checked in for the Phoenix Suns. He'll be trying to help them get that much-needed defensive rebound. Michael Thompson has already pulled down 6 rebounds for Portland.
Thompson watching Walter Davis. Maurice Lucas is matched against Truck Robinson. And I've got an interesting stat on that matchup through the years. I'll give it to you in a moment. Westfall moving baseline.
Oh, I believe they called goaltending. That looked like a great block. Let's look again. Watch this move. Westfall driving underneath, going up, and the block right there.
Very close. Sportsic down on the attack, knocked out of bounds. In their meetings in the NBA, Maurice Lucas has never scored more than 15 points against Truck Robinson. That includes days in Washington, New Orleans, Atlanta, and now Phoenix. And of course, Maurice was not in the NBA when he played with Washington. Davis down quickly to the attack for Phoenix. High arching two-pointer. That's what you cannot let Davis do on defense. And of course, John McLeod and the Suns love to see him roam free like that.
He looked like a greyhound when he was streaking down court. Took it all the way from the far corner and took it to the length of the court and hit the jumper.
Owens facing in as Lucas comes out, and there's Truck right with him. Strength against strength. The shot is off, and Truck got back to the rebound. Two-handed outlet. Alla unsettled, and Davis is open. Robinson makes his presence felt. The outlet pass after the rebound. Both McLeod and Bianchi came up and pointed at him.
That's what he does best. The pass down court was perfect, and Davis easily went in for the backhand layup. Robinson, of course, a year ago led the NBA in rebounding.
Sportsic open inside, and Burns coming right down the middle. Got free. It is 2015, Blazers over the Suns. Westfall comes back into the left corner now. Thompson watching Davis. They go out to Robinson, who will take a shot. Off iron, Davis runs it down. McLeod signals the play from the bench, and now Westfall echoes the command. Knocked away by Brewer, tapped back by Westfall, coming inside and looked towards it.
Well, he made a gallant effort there to try and come away with a steal. Good defense by both clubs. They will help each other. Unselfishly sacrifice to help on the defense, pick up their teammate's man, as they did on that play.
Suns tried to get a fresh 24. They did not. Clock resumed down to 7. And the whistle blows and the foul with Twardzik, his first. So they will go out of bounds, and there's Jack Ramsey's slacks.
How you like those slacks?
He breaks out a new pair every year about this time.
He'll wear them out.
Wears out that right knee.
He's always on the floor on his knees. He's got a towel over there to protect those beautiful slacks.
On the turnover, Boozy was able to save it before it went out of bounds. Westfall off Adams, and now they turn it over, and it's Brewer in the foot race. Westfall quickly back, and Paul Westfall came in underneath Brewer and fouled him, rotating right to left.
He actually knocked the ball away before he got a shot. It's more or less like an intentional foul because it was a 3-on-1 play, and Westfall took the foul, hoping it would not be in the act of shooting.
Lionel Hollins replaces Dave Twardzik. Walter Davis is carrying the Phoenix attack. He is 5 of 6 here in the first period. And the young man from Arkansas eyes the free throw and hits it.
He's a great one. I really like this young man. All year long, he proved his worth.
Look right to Alvin Adams, and now Boozy will bring it up. A remarkable statistic about Don Boozy. In 27 games this year, he didn't turn the ball over once, and that included last Tuesday night. Westfall threw the foul from Lionel Hollins as he came inside. Jack Ramsay holding his head in anguish. One of the keys tonight could be to get one of those performances out of Lionel Hollins that you are so accustomed to seeing in the past. It has not been there the last month.
He played only 18 minutes in the game against Phoenix Tuesday, hit 2 of 7 shots, had 3 free throws, 7 points. But as I mentioned, he could be a key. Very much a factor in the last couple of seasons. Boozy, by the way, no turnovers Tuesday night, and he played 41 minutes, and he handles the ball quite often.
Pressure by the Suns, who will go to that trapping backcourt defense. Buck now backs off. Waits for Lucas to come down. Picks him up on the weak side, and here's Brewer. So the Suns try to pressure the Blazers out as high as they possibly can because of the Blazers' size advantage. Knocked away and out of bounds. The Suns are quick. They'll overplay the ball. They'll try to cut off the pass, and the back door is always open.
That time when Lucas faked as if he was going to go through, and they swung the ball back to the right, trying to hit him low, but it was deflected away.
Hollins comes to the Michael Thompson side, and Davis pops out in front. The pass was telegraphed. 2-on-1 to Westfall.
Beautiful pass. Great play, and Davis slaps the hand of Westfall. Well, I mean, he can move with that basketball. Davis down the middle with that beautiful left-hand hook pass. He makes the steal to start the whole play. Now Bierhoff left, bring the defense to him, and there's the pass. Westfall in for the layup. Out he's fouled by Brewer on the play, and Westy will look for the three-point play.
This could pull the Suns to within 1, and 3:20 to go in the first period. Blazers to the attack. Here's Lucas, and Robinson's right there with a hand. Now he goes underneath with the big fella. Owens looks for an open man, and it's Maurice popping out the other side. Facing the basket, and Robinson is right there. On the switch by Adams, Lucas goes up over him. Now Thompson picks up Davis at this end. With that size advantage, he troubles Walter Davis, who's been under double figures only once in his brilliant 2-year career in the NBA. Adams, a marvelous passing center off to Boozy. Hollins is there on defense. Truck backing in on Lucas now. Truck will spin on him. He's 0 for 2. Taken down by Thompson.
He likes to bank that shot whenever it presents himself. Halftime score, the Lakers up over Denver by 2 at 49-47.
Inside was Brewer, and there was a hand there knocking it out of bounds, and the crowd wanted to foul. As guard Michael Bratz will check into the game, and I believe so too will Alvin Scott. We're going to have a timeout. They call themselves the McDowell Street Irregulars. John McLeod's bench, and they're coming on here soon in Portland.
Chevrolet explains the traction of Citation, the first Chevy of the 80s.
Citation will be the first front-wheel drive with Chevy behind it. Instead of pushing the car, Chevy Citation's front-wheel drive pulls the car. The engine weight is over the front wheels, the wheels with the power. That gives you impressive traction through snow and down wet streets. The 1980 Chevy Citation, it's not only the first Chevy of the 80s, it's a whole new kind of compact car.
Chevy Citation.
When you're out here, your toolbox is back there, be glad you got a Crescent adjustable wrench.
When you're under here and your toolbox is over there, be glad you got a Crescent adjustable wrench.
When you're up here and your toolbox is down there, be glad you got a Crescent adjustable wrench.
Crescent, one tool that adjusts to fit many different size nuts, even metrics. But it's not a Crescent, unless it says Crescent on the handle. Crescent, another fine name from the Cooper Group.
The problem? It takes a lot of communication to get an airplane off the ground. Delta Airlines, growing fast, needed a new communication system. So they called in the Bell System experts, headed by account executive Charles Bullock. The Bell solution, 260 keyboard displays and printers, installed in 92 cities. This new Bell network works 10 times faster than the one it replaced. Another case that shows the system is the solution.
Here in Portland, the Trailblazers were 33-8 this year. That is a winning percentage of .805. only one team in the league had a better record at home. Do you know which one? The amazing Atlanta Hawks. They now have won 17 straight, including tonight's playoff game over Houston. Next for Atlanta and Hubie Brown, Washington. Coach Brown was ejected in the first period with his Hawks behind in that game, and they rallied. At home, the Hawks are 35-7.
All right, Ron Brewer had a shot underneath there, but quickly Alvin Adams went up and blocked it down, and Phoenix is on the attack with a 23-20 Portland up.
Scott and Bratz are out there. Bad pass. Hollins got a hand on it and knocked it out of bounds. And one play like that could be so important for the confidence of Lyle Hollins, who is obviously troubled by his game, been plagued by injuries much of the season. Westfall facing Brewer. Tap back by Lucas to the truck. 0 for 3. He'll have to give the shot up and stick with defensive rebounding. Collins comes to the middle. 3 Blazers go down the left side. Now it's balanced. Brewer slides inside, sees daylight, battle underneath, and Adams comes away with it.
A good position that time. He kept Owens off his back, and he got the rebound. Alvin Adams.
Bratz goes to Westfall. Westfall with that spinner. Hollins right there, left-handed pass, and he traveled. The Suns have turned it over, and T.R. Dunn will be checking in for Jack Ramsey as Brewer gets his first rest.
Dunn, of course, from Alabama. That was a good call. Westfall did everything he could to get the defensive man to commit himself, made that spinning pirouetting move, and then leaned in and was called for traveling.
Both coaches going to the bench now with 1:25 left. First period in Portland. Owens dumped it in, got away from Lucas. Adams handles it, off now to Bratz. Bratz waits as the Blazers had dropped back. They took the fast break away. Owens outside on Bratz. Bratz shoots over him. The young man from Stanford with a field goal.
But he had his man Adams underneath, too. He could have dropped that one down. Had he missed, I believe Alvin would have been there for a tip-in. He was left wide open.
Lucas to Owens. And Thompson, guarded now by Scott, comes back up with a shot, is short, and there's the truck.
They shouldn't force the shot like that. He had the man all over him, but Thompson just a little bit too much of a hurry to get that shot away.
Adams trying to come down the baseline. Double team, gave it up, stolen by Thompson on the turnover now. It's off to Hollins. So the Blazers steal it that trip down. Hollins comes around high, too. It's 25, 22, and 32 in the first period.
That looked like Hollins of old. Nice move to the right side. He could really drill that jump shot.
Ramsey obviously is going to give Hollins a chance here early in this game to see if he can shake him loose from whatever's been bothering him lately.
Well, ironically, he played his college ball at Arizona State in Tempe, Arizona.
Bratz, Scott got high. Fantastic, and comes back to steal, take by Dunn. Alvin Scott almost got it. Traveled. The shot would not have counted. He traveled before he released it. So we have come to the end of the first period.
Watch this tip in. Alvin Scott coming down lane, goes up over 6'10" Michael Thompson and slapped it right down through. Beautiful play. We got a 1-point game at the end of the first quarter.
Blazers 25, Suns 24 in the NBA on CBS will continue after these messages from your local station.
High steppers strut their stuff for the National Collegiate Cheerleading Championships, starring Suzanne Summers with Master of Ceremonies Joe Namath. Watch for it Monday.
This is CBS.
When our fans say thank you, it makes me feel terrific. And I'd like to tell you how you can feel terrific. Many of you give to United Ways every year. But I bet some of you don't really know where your dollars go. I do. As a volunteer, I've seen your contributions at work. You can too. Visit your local United Way agencies. Believe me, you'll feel great when people say, thanks to you, it works. For all of us, the United Way.
The preceding announcement was brought to you as a public service by the National Basketball Association. Those diagrams by Coach John McLeod have resulted in Phoenix averaging 115 points a game this year, second only to San Antonio.
All right, John, don't forget to erase and leave no trace. They got the plays working.
As we start the second period, Hollins and Dunn, the backcourt men, Lucas, and I see that Johnson, Clement Johnson and Larry Steele have both checked in for Jack Ramsey. This is Johnson, 44.
He's a big one.
Looking in on Bayard Forrest. And the whistle sounded before he got off the shot, and there was a foul call. So both coaches now have gone to the bench with Bratz, Forrest, McLean is out there, Robinson still on the floor, and Scott.
And the field goal percentages were even in the first quarter from the field, 46%. The Suns, ironically, hit about 70% of their shots in the second half Tuesday night. One reason they only had 30 rebounds as a team, there wasn't any left. They were hitting everything.
Chuck Robinson is just bumping Lucas out of his game. Hollins with the shot. Didn't go, but
it would have counted.
Fouled.
Had it gone, it would have counted. He's played well since coming on off the bench. They'll have 2 free throws coming. John McLeod signaling what he wants offensively after the free throws.
During the regular season, with Phoenix averaging that 115, Portland averaged 108. But at the defensive end, it was a different story. Jack Ramsey's Blazers gave up an average of 107 points a game. For Phoenix, 111.
You know, even though Phoenix is one of your best clubs in the NBA, had a great record, a great year, they ranked down number 16 in the league in rebounding. That's another reason why I believe Robinson came in so early in this game.
Many of you are watching Clement Johnson in the hole there against Bayard Forrest for the first time. He's 6'10", 240, rookie from Florida A&M. Bratz is bumped as he came around the corner by Dunn. Foul against T.R. Ramsey, not happy. He's near midcourt now, saying the man pushed off, trying to get daylight. It was actually an offensive foul. And you know who's going to win this argument.
He made a good move, Bratz. He leaned in, he dribbled to the baseline left. Defensive man there, but it was a good call. He had to get that step away, and Bratz will get 2 free throws as he leaned in on the shot.
Our producer, Bill Barnes, has reminded me that he also is a product of Florida A&M. What do they call that team, the Gators? The Rattlers.
All right.
I knew it wouldn't take him long to hit the right key. Second period early. Lionel Hollins, cross-court open man's done.
He's done it.
Second-year man from Alabama, and it's 29-26, and here comes the trucker. Scott, sealed up by Larry Steele, who does a lot of small but good things on the basketball floor, the veteran out of Kentucky. They want to go back, and Dunn with a hand on it, and a foul called.
Again, you'll see how they collapse defensively. A lot of help there, and not a very happy call again. And here's the team dropping in. The pass will try to come down the middle. Lucas bumping Scott away on the play. Now all the white-shirted Blazers are in there as the pass came in. That's good team defense.
Portland has to be happy about the fact that Davis with 10 and Westfall with 8 again are carrying that scoring burden. It is not being evenly distributed by Phoenix. Knocked away by Johnson, who then regained it. Young Clement Johnson, a fine defensive play. Steele giving it back to Lucas, who is off of his shooting touch now. Quick lead pass to Bratz. Bratz looks in. Lucas has switched out on the guard. Johnson has Forrest. It goes back to Bratz, and he's hit 2 now from the outside.
Those guys are good competitors.
29-28. The Suns within 1, and we expect it to go this way all game long.
They got to get some scoring from Lucas. In that Tuesday night game, he hit only 3 out of 14. I had 9 points in the night.
The difference Tuesday was 4, but in actuality, it was a 2-point game all the way. Taken down by Lucas and squatted away by Scott. And they wanted goaltending.
Well, you got to get up quickly. When a man's that close to the basket, and Scott came from nowhere and got a hand on that ball. Very quick move. Both clubs playing well on the defense.
If you wonder about Jack Ramsey as a coach, consider the fact that the big redhead, Bill Walton, is down in California watching. Bobby Gross is in civilian clothes. Lionel Hollins is trying to snap out of his slump. But yet, here are the Blazers in the playoffs, trailing Phoenix by a game. And then Johnson ran down the interception, and it's off to Steele. He passed to Lucas. Lucas comes up with the ball through the key area.
Down with 2 players, they got the field goal. No foul call. That last pass wasn't a good one from Scott because he tried to hit Forrest, who did not have good speed, and the ball was easily picked off.
McLean on the one bouncer to Bayard Forrest. Behind his back, great pass to McLean.
Whoa. That came right out of the old playbook. Bayard Forrest was beautiful behind a back bounce pass. That had to be perfect on the interior pass.
Scott fouled.
Here's that pass. Beautiful view from up top, behind the back. Look at that. Like he does it every day. And Teddy McLean right there for the layup.
Timeout in Portland. 8 minutes and 58 seconds. Atlanta a winner tonight. Philadelphia also. Highlights at halftime.
Don't need to tell you what tires I got. They tell you themselves and they tell you a lot. Kelly, I'm all charged up with superchargers, Kelly. Stepping up with my superchargers, Kelly.
Put a charge in your driving.
Kelly, superchargers, Kelly.
Kelly Springfield, we're out to change America's tires.
Photographing Peggy Fleming was like watching a bird in flight. It was a perfect assignment for my Canon AE-1. Unlike most cameras, even on automatic, I get the shutter speed I need to stop the action. So it's like Peggy's in the clouds, and I'm with her, and the shots just happen. You try it, Peggy.
Me?
It's really so simple. About all you do is focus and click.
The incomparable Canon AE-1, so advanced, it's simple.
These are the blueprints for an automotive revolution. This is the J.C. Penney shock absorber. Its unique patented metering pin adjusts the ride automatically while you drive. So you get the control of heavy-duty shocks when the going gets rough, and the ride of original equipment shocks when the road is smooth. And if it ever fails, return it. We'll replace it free, for as long as you own your car. The J.C. Penney shock absorber. It's the last shock absorber your car will ever need.
CBS Sports is proud to present the 1979 Masters. Saturday, April 14th and Sunday, April 15th on CBS Sports.
The Eastern Conference semifinal series are set and will begin on CBS Sunday. Atlanta at the world champion Washington Bullets. Philadelphia down in San Antonio to take on the Spurs. And of course the Western Conference still up in the air. Los Angeles and Denver are just about ready to start the second half. Here we have 8:58 to go in the first half.
And Atlanta is a team that somebody had better watch out for. They have really been playing great.
Twardzik came right down into the middle, and a foul is called. Offensive foul against Twardzik.
That's his third foul, or maybe they changed it to his second team foul. Watch him come right down the alley, penetrating, and Bayard Forrest stepped in his path and took the charge. Pretty good call. Forrest had beaten him to the spot.
Forrest brings Johnson out high on the left side. Robinson trying to get free. Now they bounce to Davis on the mismatch. He's got Twardzik. Steele coming to help out, and Davis knows he's got Twardzik. McLean for the left was short, and a fine rebound by Young Johnson.
They'll give him that shot every time, falling away about 15 feet out.
Steele, high bounce, and Johnson came in up over the top on the loose ball foul. Hound McLean into the hardwood.
McLean held his ground pretty good. We look at the rebound, bound long to the right side and going up over the top, right there. The big fella Johnson knocking Teddy McLean to the floor.
Boozy replaces McLean. Bratz and Boozy in McLeod's backcourt right now. And Davis, Robinson, and Forrest up front for the Suns. They trail it by a point, 31-30 with 8 minutes to go, first half. Bratz holds on. The shot clock winds down towards 5. Truck says, I'll take it outside, and he's 1 of 3.
And it counts, and he's fouled by Michael Thompson. Just a quick head and shoulder fake to the left, and then went one bounce right, squared his shoulders, went right up and hit the shot. Robinson does that very well. And in particular, when he's at an angle where he can bank the shot. That time he was straight away and cleanly dropped it through.
an expensive property. He cost Phoenix 4 first-round draft choices. Their last 2 and 2 to come. They want some rebounds in return.
Plus $500,000 cash for the truck.
Johnson had it deflected by Forrest. Run down now. And Jack Madden blows the whistle. Foul against Truck Robinson. You know, Robinson hit the 30-point mark 13 times for Hot Rod's New Orleans Jazz earlier this year. But his best effort with Phoenix was 28 against Kansas City. But, of course, didn't have Westfall, didn't have Davis down there.
And he had a 51-point game against the New Jersey Nets as a New Orleans player.
One bounce pass into Thompson and went back, and T.R. Dunn runs down, goes to steal right corner.
They're battling those boards. We got a brand new game. Deadlock to 33.
Here's Bratz, goes back to Truck. Knocked away by Thompson. Shot clock inside of 10, and boy, he's not bashful, is he?
He wants that one-on-one when he's got Thompson on him, but Thompson's not to be fooled. He stays right with Robinson as well as he did with Davis.
Dvorak waits now for Steele. Davis watches him, and Steele up over the top. He's 2-2 from the perimeter. He has put the Blazers up 35-33. Quick stolen by Larry Steele. High back to Steele from Dvorak. Missed the layup, and Boozy takes it down. Now Boozy from the right side goes back to Bayard. They hit Boozy, and Boozy will go for the perimeter. T.R. Dunn runs it down.
But Steele's playing at a pretty fast pace. He's got to be a little tired. A couple years ago, he led the league in steals. He made a beauty a moment ago.
He is 3 of 4. He should have pulled up on his layup and shot from the perimeter. Larry Steele ignites the Trailblazers. 37-33 with 6:07 to go in the first half.
Ella Fitzgerald is listening to Chuck Mangione while we're recording him on Memorex with MRX3 Oxide. Now Ella's going to listen again, but can she tell if it's Chuck live or the Memorex recording we just made?
Beats me! It's Memorex!
Reproduction so true we can ask, is it live or is it Memorex?
Chevrolet explains the aerodynamics of Citation, the first Chevy of the 80s.
In wind tunnel tests, these strings help tell how well a car slips through air. The more slippery the car, the easier it can be on gas. The Chevy Citation hatchback will be the most aerodynamically efficient family car Chevy's ever built. The 1980 Chevy Citation, it's not only the first Chevy of the 80s, it's a whole new kind of compact car.
Chevy Citation!
When you break horses for a living and you do it wrong, they can break you first. But when you do it right, you can turn a terrified animal into a horse a man can count on. And now comes Miller time. Time to head for the best tasting beer you can find. Miller High Life.
If you've got the time,
You've got the time.
we've got the beer.
Miller Beer.
Larry Steele, he's the key on this offensive play by the Portland Trailblazers. He's without the ball on the right. Watch him circle underneath the basket, come out in that left corner, take the pass, square away, and hit a shot. He's missed only one, and that was a left-hand layup from the right-hand side as he drilled that 20-footer from the left corner.
And you would never know it by what we have seen here in the last few moments, but Steele has scored in double figures just 4 times after the All-Star break. He finished the season with his lowest scoring average, 7 points a game, since 1973. Paul Westphal has returned, and Los Angeles now trails Denver in the 3rd period in the Forum. Adams rolls up the hook, came back out. Joel Kramer, number 50 there, offensive foul.
When you give Clemens Johnson a lot of credit on that defensive play to force the miss. Adams had him beaten. He regained his defensive position, forced him to loft the ball a little higher than he normally would. He missed it, and then the foul. Those are key little plays like that that can swing a game.
Blazers lead by 4 with 5:53 to go as the NBA tournament heats up. Atlanta, Washington Sunday, San Antonio, Philadelphia. Rod, let's go to Washington and check in on Hubie Brown. See what makes that club tick on Sunday.
I hope Hubie stays around for a while. He hasn't had that exposure so far. The Atlanta Hawks, Hubie Brown being tossed tonight in the second quarter, yet they came on to win 100-91 over Houston.
High arch by Westfall, a little short. Johnson should have intercepted when out of bounds off his left hand. Johnson actually had it momentarily. Adams will inbounds now. Davis, Kramer, Boozy, Westfall. Knocked away by Steele, and he is all over Walter Davis.
What hustle. Great hustle. Oh, they're going to give it to him.
Walter touched it as it rolled out of bounds.
He doesn't believe it. That's a forced smile, I can tell you that.
Thompson waits for Larry. Over to the right and towards it. Thompson was sealed up well by Kramer inside. Dunn from the perimeter, and Kramer was back on the glass. Looking forward, he's contributed good minutes for McLeod. Davis hit at the ball, and the foul is called. And
Dave towards it.
Foul Walter, who will come up to the free throw line. That is 3 fouls now.
And we're in a penalty. Here's the play. He's got his hands on Davis as Buzio dropped the pass. Here he just grabbed him by the hips, pushed him away, and then went for the ball. Good call. He tried to sneak in and get away with it, but the ref right on top of the play.
It is so tough for a forward to stay up with Davis defensively all the time because he comes down the floor, and that's why Twardzik was matched against him defensively in a mismatch, and they were trying to get the ball to Davis.
He has unbelievable speed. I don't know how anybody could stay with him. That's Walt Davis.
Twardzik was forced out as he tried to come to the glass. Portland is set up. Steele, loose ball. Michael Thompson is there. Turn around. Johnson hammers away. Twardzik to the floor, loose ball. And Kramer went down, and the foul is called.
It's going to be on Kramer. Boy, they had that one. It would have been gone with it. McLeod very unhappy with that call. Watch the hustle. Little Dave Twardzik in the middle. Righty to pick the ball up. Now as he comes up, ball gets away. And Adams had it, and they would have been going for a fast break had not Kramer committed a foul. Twardzik and the penalty will be at the line.
Twardzik this year set a Portland team record by shooting 87% for the foul line. The old record held by Jeff Petrie, 85%. Remember when this franchise was Petrie and Wicks and wait until the draft? 4 minutes and 53 seconds to go in the first half. It's 39-35. Blazers over the Suns.
101 straight sellouts. They've come a long way, baby.
Here is Davis looking for an open man. Puts it down to the floor. Gets a pass to Adams. The shot was taken away, and he still got off a good pass.
Well, the ball slipped away from him. Went up and just tipped it right down to Adams. Smart play.
Steele on the left. Davis having to pay attention to him now because he had a hot hand. And up over the top came the youngster Clement Johnson. Loose ball foul.
That's a good call. Ramsey will not like it, but again, Alvin Adams blocked him away properly, and he got the foul. Good high shot to take a look at Walter Davis a moment ago. Went up, he wanted to shoot, then tipped it down. Adams was there for the layup.
Twardzik goes out with those 3 fouls, and young Ron Brewer of Arkansas, number 10, checks back into Ramsey's backcourt. He'll work there with T.R. Dunn. And here is Alvin Adams from Oklahoma at the free throw line. Adams free of injuries this year.
Both clubs are in the penalty, and we have 4 minutes and 24 seconds remaining in the first half. So you may see a parade to the free throw line.
The applause is for young Johnson. Played well. Tom Owens is back now at center. So Adams and Owens will match up. Thompson still battling for control. Kramer to the rebound.
And Alvin Adams again got a hand on that ball.
Adams to the left in Westfall. Dish inside to Davis. Foul called as Kramer came inside, and a pushing foul going against Portland on the loose ball side. Madden was right underside. And that is 3 fouls on Owens as Lucas comes in and Steele goes out.
They've got to have Owens in this ballgame to be effective. Portland, without Walton all year long, he's done a remarkable job and without much help.
The Blazers were concerned about the officials tonight. They preferred someone who would allow more contact under the glass. They felt that if it was a tightly officiated game, they could be in trouble. And that has indeed turned out to be the case so far. Owens with 3 fouls, and that's not to say that they were not justifiable fouls. Some officials, obviously, allow more contact underneath than others.
I didn't know you referee, too.
Over now to the right, and it's Dunn. Dunn goes back to the top of the circle. Bounce pass inside. Dunn comes up with a jumper, and Thompson follows up with a tap in.
Remarkable ability to know where that ball is coming off. Perfect timing again by Michael Thompson.
Westphal cut inside, and Kramer followed him. Nice play, and it was Don Boozy outside who waited for it to develop perfectly. He's patient.
Very hard to make that great interior passing when you're on the move like that, and Westphal gets the assist.
Owens turns around, and he's short.
Watch the move by Westphal. He takes the pass from Boozy. Right here, interior, Krapik, dish it off, and there's Kramer for the easy layup. Nothing to it.
At the other end, Joel Kramer complaining because he has just picked up his 3rd foul, and so Garfield Hurd puts the sweatband on and checks back in. He opened at forward.
Michael Thompson. Again, the free throws will be taken. Penalty.
To go in the first half in Portland, and we're deadlocked. And this is the way that it figures to go all game long. Chuck Robinson will come back in to take Lucas perhaps, and Boozy broke free.
What a pass. Westphal nailed him right on the money with the ball. That's a tough pass. He threw it about 15 feet away, right through traffic, and got the ball home for the layup.
Hurd watching Lucas. Inside to Brewer, a chance for a three-pointer.
Love to watch these clubs. Both well coached. Again, that was a good play. Here's the Westphal pass. Look at this. About 15 feet down the lane, he threw it, and there's Boozy right in stride for the layup.
The foul goes against Paul Westphal. Davis now with 12 points, and Westphal with 8. Westphal has not scored in the second period.
1 point lead.
I'm Jim McKay for Timex. The most extraordinary thing about this Quartz digital watch is not that it tells you the time all the time, night and day. Not that it's 99.997% accurate. Not that it costs only $32.95. No, the most extraordinary thing is... it's a Timex.
I came to Midas to get Midasized, and I got the shock of my life. The right shock for my car, absolutely free.
Until April 30th, when you buy 3 of our LifeGuard or SuperGuard or SpringGuard shocks, whichever's right for your car, we'll give you the 4th shock absolutely free.
And if anything ever goes wrong, Midas guarantees to replace their shocks free for as long as you own your car.
So get Midasized before April 30th and get the shock of your life.
Absolutely free.
This Olympus camera brought back photographs from around the world, but it wasn't on vacation. Olympus went into combat, where rugged reliability is a necessity. Olympus recorded disasters because it's fast and responsive. In fact, wherever you find news, you'll find gutsy Olympus cameras. They're used by United Press International worldwide, bringing the news of the world back. For the front page, you know our pictures. Now you know our name, Olympus.
We saw the Westphal pass a moment ago where he went in for the layup. Now watch this one as Lucas spots rookie Ron Brewer underneath, turned to the hoop, put it up and in, and the score, Portland up 45-44. Both clubs remarkable in their passing game.
Portland's shooting has cooled off. They're off to 37% now in the second period, and the Easter money has dropped by for a little basketball, a little Blazer mania. He'll be visiting a lot of homes. He's going to be very busy this weekend.
We got chickens and rabbits. We got everything going.
In that rebounding category, Portland with 25 and Phoenix with 18, and Michael Thompson has pulled down 11. here in the first half. On the floor now is Truck Robinson. Westfall and Boozy bring it up. And up front, Robinson joins Davis and Alvin Adams. Hollins and Brewer in the backcourt. Owens, Lucas, and Thompson. So these are the 10 men that might finish the game on the floor right now. Robinson puts it down, comes inside with a left-hander.
That's an example of a move where, oh, they're going to take it away. They called an offensive foul. That looked like a three-point play. Truck cannot believe it. Al Bianchi and John McLeod, the coaches, really upset. And this is a super move. Right across the lane with the left hand. Let's see if he shoves off with that right hand. No way. He went right in there clean. That's a clean way all the way in.
So if they're going to be tight for one side, they'll be tight for the other. And we go down to 2:09, 46-44. Blazers up by 2, and Thompson could have tied it.
Well, he was fouled. He'll be at the line. John McLeod. Boy, what a job he has done coaching this ball club. He stays in the game like Jack Ramsey. They're both at this moment down on one knee in front of the respective benches. You know, it's very easy to knock officiating on plays, but the last time looked like a tough call because Robinson had his man beaten. He went in with his right arm. It looked like it was limp. Called him for shoving off on the play.
Both teams in the penalty. That's why Thompson's shooting the third. And we are tied. Boozy calmly brings it down. Hollins awaits him. Rotz moves it now to Davis. Boozy goes into the corner. Hit by Hollins out of bounds. Davis goes back into the corner. And here comes Boozy out. Adams. Thompson's 12th rebound. Hollins to the right side. Down the middle comes Big Luke.
Super timing. Second man through, and Big Luke barreled his way in there for the layup. The guards have been a key with their passing on both clubs.
Blazers have suddenly opened up a 6-point lead. Davis fouled on the turnaround. Thompson was there on top of him. That missed shot, that offensive foul against Truck Robinson, was pivotal here in the last couple of minutes.
There's the trailer a moment ago where Big Luke took it right down the alley on the feed from Hollins. Splitting the defenders and watch him go right in, carry it up high, and slam it down. So Davis in live action will be at the line for a couple of free throws with 1 minute and 23 seconds remaining.
The second player in league history to average at least 20 points a game while shooting better than 50% from the field, Walter Davis. The other, Adrian Dantley, who is busy tonight for Los Angeles against Denver. And the Lakers must win that one to stay in the playoffs. Brewer. Davis alone on the other side. Pounds it down. Gets that dribble way out in front of him. Left-handed pass to Adams. No. Traveling. They have turned it over.
That was a hairline call, but I thought a good one. And again, the Phoenix coach is not happy with that call. But Davis, boy, when he rebounds, as he did on that play, he just streaks out of there as fast as any forward in basketball.
Thompson shoots through with Davis watching him. Owens pops the shot. And Los Angeles leads Denver in the third period. Middle was sealed up, and then Davis got in. Reverse, laid it up and in.
Well, it's an unselfish play. Boozy had that shot if he wanted it, but took one bounce, patiently waited, and it spotted Davis right underneath.
Davis drops off, now goes with Michael Thompson. Thompson with the size advantage, uses it well that time.
Boy, he's going to be a good one. Only a rookie.
Last shot time in the first half. Suns can go to within 2, and Davis high off the glass. It's 52-50. Last 2 seconds. Hollins throws it up at the buzzer. Almost made it.
Right on the line.
Came to the midcourt line. So coming up for you at halftime, you'll see how Atlanta eliminated Moses Malone in Houston. And as Philadelphia advanced against New Jersey, we'll have highlights of that too. All coming up at halftime here with the Blazers leading the Suns 52-50.
Is Gillette Foamy thick and rich enough to stop this super sports car? No. Is Foamy thick and rich enough to support this lovely lady? No. Is foamy thick and rich enough to hold up this husky hiker?
No. But if you want a clean, close shave, it's more than thick and rich enough.
Sears National Automotive Sale. After 40,000 highway miles, then the 2,000-mile Pony Express route, a set of Sears road handler radials exceeded federal safety standards for new tires. Now save $36 to $68 on a set of 4. The shock absorber that Joy Chitwood stunt team didn't wear out in a whole season, Sears Best Shock Absorber, the Steady Rider, is now on sale. Only $9.99 each. You save over 20%. At Sears.
Willis Reed, basketball great. You know what he does for excitement? He collects stamps.
U.S. commemoratives are a great way to start collecting, and they're really interesting. Stamp collecting is number one on my list, after basketball, that is.
Collect U.S. commemoratives. They're fun, they're history, they're America.
You'll be building a collection your family will treasure for years.
Start your collection with the Albert Einstein stamp at your post office now.
Here's to good friends. Tonight is kind of special. The beer will
Oh, Brown. What's all this?
Compliments of the gentleman at the bar, sir.
That is no gentleman. That's Tom Grant. Tom, I don't believe it.
What's it been, 5 years?
When you want the taste of a truly great American beer, tonight, let it be Low and Brow.
Somebody's got to say it, you two. Here's to good friends.
All right.
Hi, everyone. Tim Ryan at our studios in New York. And earlier tonight, there were 2 more playoff games in the East. 2 of the upstart teams in the NBA, the Atlanta Hawks and the New Jersey Nets. And, of course, the Hawks with a victory over Houston.
Okay, let's go with those two in the matchup. Do you want to go another way? Are you there, News? Would you like that idea, using both?
Talking about you. We're not talking to you, but...
Hello.
Yeah, but I'm saying those two players. You happy with that?
Something about a card.
Thompson and Walt Davis.
They're talking to me?
No, they're saying there might be a card.
With about 4 minutes left in the first half.
I'll take this off. I'm telling them I'm going to take...
I'll get
Sandy? Okay, if I take the headset off for a couple minutes?
I'm going to be at the end of down by their bench on that side, parallel with the CBS banner, right in front of the banner. Yeah, from one end to the other. Okay, I'll throw it to Brent, and then go down to the other guy, then you throw it back to me. Okay.
I'll have lots of numbers.
Oh, all right. Does that sound good? The Easter Bunny is here. Yes. I'll take Walt Davis. Let's give the home team last, huh? And he kisses. Should I go out there, or we got plenty of time? Now, Davis with 25. Thompson had 23.
Whatever you wish. Put it in your pocket. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's round. Yeah. We'll do it out here, right? This all right, Sandy? Yeah. I'm right in front of the Phoenix Suns bench, standing here across from that CBS banner. I'm gonna. Yeah, I see him. He's down there holding it up for me. Right. I'll run right down there after I throw it to Brent. All right. We're going good. I love that camera time. Yeah. I'll do something with it. Yeah. Yes. Bring him in. I'm trying to figure out what to do with this damn thing. Ooh. Is that all right, Sandy? Can you see it? I'll leave it like that. Am I all right? Whoa.
Okay, sir. Got it, and then we keep it right here after the MVP. We certainly do with the 52. 50 Blazer lead.
I got. If Davis doesn't come out, we're going to get Don Boozy. Okay. I'm going to put him on my right. I'll put him right here. Yeah.
Ushers.
Can I check on Brent if I can hear Brent?
Hello.
Thank you.
And you just move over that this way. Unless you want to stand next to her. If you want to stand next to her. I don't care. Wherever you Forward. 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 Well, that's good. Give 2 minutes.
At the conclusion of tonight's game and each of our NBA telecasts during the year, again we're going to be selecting the Chevrolet Most Valuable Player of the Game. And in conjunction with this award, Chevrolet will present a check for $1,000 to the General Scholarship Fund of the player's college or university. Any student may be eligible to benefit from these scholarship funds. Tonight's winner will be announced at the end of our telecast. And Hot Rod, you and I again are going to be voting for the MVP. And should we disagree, our producer Bill Barnes will cast that deciding vote. And of course, a couple of the leading candidates at halftime have to be Walter Davis of the Phoenix Suns and young Michael Thompson of the Portland Trail Blazers. Davis with 18 points leading the Suns, and Thompson with 14 paced the Trail Blazers. Paul Westphal cooled off considerably. He had 8 points in the first period, and he was scoreless in the second. Over on the Blazers side, center Tom Owens had 4, and then he picked up 3 fouls, and he did not score in the second period. Field goal percentage, look how the Suns shoot, always around that 50% mark. The Blazers at 41, and they are still ahead. And generally, it's because they pull down more offensive rebounds, and that's reflected right there. 9 for the Blazers in the first half to only 3 for the Suns, even though the defensive rebounds are all even. The Suns have turned the ball over a little bit more than John McLeod would like. At the free throw line, the Suns with 94% have been near perfect. The Suns now are coming back onto the floor. Truck Robinson has led them out. Paul Westphal is out here. Joe Kramer And Hot Rod is going to try to grab Walter Davis and then one of the Blazers and see if we can get a few words here. A reminder that on Sunday at 1 o'clock, as the Blazers come out now to courtside, but Sunday at 1 o'clock, we'll have Atlanta, Washington, Philadelphia, San Antonio, the Eastern Conference semifinal series, both beginning. We cannot tell you what we will have in the West yet, simply because we do not know. If Portland wins this game tonight, we will have Game 3 back in Phoenix on Sunday afternoon. Kansas City would be playing Sunday afternoon in Phoenix if the Suns win this game. Denver and Los Angeles, of course, would have Game 3 back in Denver if the Lakers win. And the Seattle Supersonics will play the winner over in that bracket. So it is playoff time here in the NBA. And that lonely man over there in a suit with a microphone waving his hand in the direction of the Phoenix Suns is Hot Rod Hundley. And there he is. Hot Rod is trying to get someone to talk to him. I've been telling Hot Rod.
Trying to get Don Boozy now, Brent. I think Walt's got his concentration on the game, and rightfully so. He had 18 points in the first half. So Boozy, hopefully we'll be able to get a word with him. Then Michael Thompson has consented to talk to us, I believe. Boozy also has elected to stay there. So maybe I could do a two-part interview on both of them, Brent. But they played well, and they've got that 2-point lead. And I know there's a lot of pressure being involved, Brent, when you're in a playoff situation like this.
Hot Rod, it's not your toothpaste, right? It's just the pressure. So we're awaiting the start now of the second half. We're going to be right back here in Portland. The Trailblazers, nearly invincible at home. Hot Rod Hundley will have Michael Thompson when we come back to Portland.
Yeah, Thompson will do it. We got time? I've got it. He'll go, Brent.
Did he?
Thompson, yeah. So how much time before we come back?
Tell me when there's about 20 seconds, will you, Sandy?
The clock's running down, so let's grab him quickly. Let's go over. They're going to blow them off here in a minute. You got another minute? You want to take a couple of shots, I'll yell at you.
Hot Rod with Michael, if you can still hold him there momentarily. I know Jack Ramsey. Hot Rod, this is not your halftime, my man. Come on. Hot Rod, come on over here. I'll talk to you. Honest, I will. So Hot Rod Hundley goes 0 for halftime, and we get ready now to start the second half. 52-50 is our score, with the Blazers leading the Suns, and Walter Davis He was red hot against the Blazers. You see their points and their fouls over there. 3 against Twardzik, 3 against Owens. Let's see how they shot. Michael Thompson, 50%. He was 5 of 10. Maurice Lucas, he was 4 of 9. Let's take a look now at the Suns. Walter Davis, 7 of 9 and 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Not a single foul and 2 steals. Well, he was not totally perfect. He had a couple of turnovers.
How about talking to me, will you?
Nice to see you, Howard. And there we are, the Lakers leading, and again they have to win it as we start the second half with Brewer and Twardzik bringing it up now. Lucas, Owens, and Thompson up front for the Blazers. Thompson dumps it into Maurice and stuffed by Adams, but Twardzik regains it for the corner. Brewer's wide open. Foul away from the shot. Loose ball foul. Adams is assessed the personal. He doesn't believe it. He's on the seat of his pants saying, you got to be kidding me.
That basket counts, too, by Brewer. So the Blazers are up by 4.
Technical foul now is going against Adams.
Twardzik, great free throw shooter, will be at the line. Both clubs had 16 free throws in that first half.
Adams is still yapping. Someone. Now he stops.
Here's Adams trying to block Luke away from the board. He just riding him right out of the play on the shot. It's a good call. He may have lost his balance and fell backwards, but he was kind of moving him out of there.
Lucas has just hitchhiked back to the arena. The Blazers up by 5, and it can quickly go to 6, but he missed the free throw, and Hurd is off. So here come now the Purple Gang. Boozy in the backcourt along with Westfall. Hurd, Adams, and Davis up front. Twardzik picks up Boozy high near the midcourt line. Westfall runs it down to the attack zone and shoots it from the perimeter. He was scoreless in the second period. And Westfall and Davis accounted for 53 on Tuesday night. Adams came over to steal again and went to little Twardzik and out of bounds. Hit last by Adams.
Got a lucky break there. Not a good pass by Twardzik on the initial play, but he hustled in and picked it up, and then Adams again knocked it away and out of bounds.
Thompson and blocked by Hurd. Good defense, and Adams through the middle. Fouled, and certainly should have had a field goal in the process as Brewer was riding him, and he was a little bit lazy when he put it up there.
Could have dunked this ball. He went right in here. Right here, you'll grab him by the wrist, right there, and then Alvin went up and tried to let go of the ball on the shot. He should have gone on in and slammed it down. He'll get 2 free throws.
So Alvin Adams would like to forget. He'd like to go back to the locker room and start this second half all over again.
He's been a very good free throw shooter, even though from the field he's over 50%. Here's your pressure zone defense applied by the Suns. First time in the half.
Twardzik dribbles through it. Lost it, and Brewer was there. Open from the right side. One way to beat it is with a good dribbler, and it was Twardzik. Now it's Davis flying. Deflected, but Hurd regains control. Adams now coming down to the attack slowly. Westfall with that great spinning move of Paul. He will go to the right, and then he'll come back and go to the left. And when you watch him, never sure which way he's going to go.
And when he makes that move, he does it so quickly that it's impossible to stop him defensively.
Hurd with another steal. Boozy's out in front of him. Hurd fouled by Lucas.
Should have passed that ball off, though. He had a 3-on-1. He'll get 2 free throws fouled on the act of shooting, but he had a man out in front of him. And when you're a 6'6" forward, you ought to give it up. Here's that spinning, pirouetting move by Mr. Paul Westfall, getting away from Brewer, put it up on the glass, and softly got the field goal.
In the first half, Westfall had been spinning the other way, and Brewer anticipated him coming, and so he cheated, and Paul just went back to the other side. So here is the man.
Big Wilt Chamberlain used to wear that old sweatband like that. Slick Watts of Houston, who now has the summer off.
Houston eliminated tonight by Atlanta. 57-54. Blazers lead the Suns by 3 and 10:20 to go in the third. Hurd is fronting Owens while watching Lucas outside. Now he goes through to the weak side. Owens alone, knocked away by Adams and fouled. The Suns' hands are all over the place on defense.
Boy, the coaches really don't like it. Here's Alvin right on him. Owens. Shooting, but he had a man out in front of him. And when you're 6'6" forward, you ought to give it up. Here's that spinning, pirouetting move by Mr. Paul Westphal, getting away from Brewer, put it up on the glass, and softly got the field goal.
In the first half, Westphal been spinning the other way, and Brewer anticipated him coming, and so he cheated, and Paul just went back to the other side. So here is the man.
Big Wilt Chamberlain used to wear that old sweatband like that. Slick Watts of Houston, who now has the summer off.
Houston eliminated tonight by Atlanta. 57-54. Blazers lead the Suns by 3 and 10:20 to go in the third. Hurd is fronting Owens while watching Lucas outside. Now he goes through to the weak side. Owens alone, knocked away by Adams and fouled. The Suns' hands are all over the place on defense.
Boy, the coaches really don't like it. Here's Alvin right on him. Owens tried to go up right there. He knocked that ball away. That looked like a pretty clean play, but they call the foul on Alvin Adams.
Fresh 24 for the Blazers. Adams fronted Owens. Twardzik crashing into his man. Offensive foul is the call, and that is 4 against Twardzik.
He lost his balance here. Twardzik driving left, now turning the corner. Right there he slipped, and he just ran right into Adams. Like Alvin said, get away from me.
Davis goes back to Westphal. Takes his first shot of the second half with a miss.
I might add that during the halftime, when I was talking to Michael Thompson when we were away at a commercial, he said, boy, that guy's tough. I got to start doing something with him. You're not doing badly yourself. 14 points, 12 rebounds.
Lob it in. Was not a shot. It was a lob pass, but not a good one. Davis and Twardzik collide, and there is a foul, and it's going against Twardzik, and Ramsey is unhappy about this call.
He's on the fly with him, though, and Davis out in front. So we'll look at it again. Davis, the racehorse, coming right down the middle. Twardzik moved right in front of him. That's an obvious foul. Of course, when you're in Portland, you got to expect their fans to react the way they, with boos. But it was a good call.
Twardzik goes out with 5 fouls, and Lionel Hollins checks in. Here's Adams turning on Owens. And here's Hollins, 14. Quick pass to Brewer. Westphal avoided the foul, and Brewer hit the shot, and Paul was as tight as you can be without getting a personal. Brewer limping back on defense like he might have injured a leg. He's a little bit slow right now, and Gimpy goes over to the corner slowly. High bounce taken away, and there's a foul. Owens was coming down. And that is foul number 1 on Davis. And the Portland trainer, Ron Culp, is out tending to Brewer.
See if he's got the magic fingers. Brewer made a beautiful shot a moment ago, and Westphal trying to duck away. He didn't want to get the foul. Brewer, of course, was trying to draw the three-point play. He hit the shot, and as his momentum carried him in, he came up limping as he came back on defense. We'll take a look at the shot. Here was his move. He faked Westphal. Watch him lean into him. Right here, his contact is made. The shot drops through, and he came up limping right off that play.
9 minutes to go in period number 3, and the Blazers lead the Suns 59-54. The Blazers need the win to send this one to a final game 3 in Phoenix on Sunday. Otherwise, it'll be Kansas City and the Suns in Phoenix opening that series. Brewer with a quick shot. Davis holds it up outside, and here's Gar Hurd. Davis goes back to Boozy, who got inside with Lionel Hollins.
Absolutely a beautiful pass, and these two clubs just keep looking for people, and they're getting a lot of inside shots, and therefore their percentages have been remarkably high.
Deflected away by Adams, right back to Lucas, and there was a foul. Westphal. We'll have a timeout now, and I understand that we have only 6 minutes to go in the Forum in Los Angeles. We'll check that score for you when we come back. Barnsley, who's ahead?
You can pull up and shoot that jumper. Go ahead and shoot it. Same thing applies if you keep moving offensively. There's another good example of Don going through and Paul or Walker into the pass and being wide open. That's all you got to do. I'd come out.
run your 11 for a while, okay? Change your look.
With how much?
Come down, Don, and run the clear on Walter's side. Take it back in and take it back inside and run your split. Okay, now, you got the perfect team for here.
Is that the final?
Three minutes left in the Forum, and the Lakers leading Denver 106-101. A couple of the games that we'll be covering on Sunday, the Eastern Conference semifinals. Thompson to Lucas on the other side, turns on Hurd and hooked it in.
They take it away, shoved off with the left arm, and that's not a very popular call. But look at it again, and Lucas really upset. Took the beautiful pass, lobbing it was Thompson. Here's Luke. He'll turn in to Gar Hurd, hook over him. I thought that was a bad call. That basket should have counted. I'm not trying to referee.
Inside, and Adams' shot missed. Hurd runs it down for the Suns, goes back to Westphal. Westphal penetrates to the left hand. And Alvin Adams short. And the foul called, and Owens thought for sure it was going to be against Adams.
Well, this time Adams looked like actually moved into Owens on that play. Here it is. I'll watch him grab the ball and lean in. Here's Alvin. Turn right into him. And they call it the other way.
Walter Davis just hit from the right perimeter for the Suns. 61-58. It is a three-point Blazer lead as Thompson pops out. Look at Davis front Owens at the same time he watches Thompson. Hurd has had at least deals in this half. Adams, and that time he was not lazy. He threw it in.
And it took a beautiful shovel pass that time from Davis. Very unselfish play. Walter streaking to the middle, looking underhand scoop right between two players, and Adams dunked it through.
Blazers lead the Suns by 1. On the turnover, Davis now will break free. Davis, it's 3-on-1. Davis dishes off to Boozy. Great defense by Brewer. Brewer blocked it, and Davis from the corner, and the Suns lead it by 1. But Ron Brewer, who hit his first 4 field goals in this period, prolonged that field goal.
As Davis unselfishly passed it off, there's the block. Then they get it right back to Davis. He has done everything for the Phoenix Suns.
Timeout in Portland. Suns ahead of the Blazers by 1.
Carroll.
This headset's off, Sam.
Both games. Both games. The last game too.
How many steals have they credited Hurd with? What's wrong with Lucas? They might have called the other two just turnovers. Lucas can't hold on to the basketball.
He's playing bad. Bad.
Credit him with all 3.
In the quarter.
Portland has connected on 4 of 5 from the field in this period, all by Ron Brewer. That's 80%. The problem is they're turning the ball over too many times. Phoenix has had 12 shots. Gar Hurd has stolen the ball 3 times, and it is Hurd watching Maurice Lucas again this time. They go to the double team on Lucas, and again it is Brewer. He's a one-man offensive machine. He is 5 of 5 here in this period, and he puts the Blazers back up by 1. Westphal takes Brewer in low. Brewer stays with him, and he went to the left hand, and that young man plays well at both ends. Hollins now pressuring it down for Ramsey. Got the pass off inside. Taken away, and Hurd a good defensive play. 2-on-1, Davis to Westphal.
Well, they're not going to count it.
They will not give it to him. Traveling.
Westphal wants to know, is it me that you called the traveling on, or was it Davis? Well, look again. Westphal lobbed it over. Davis right back. Here's Paul. He took the walk right there. 1-2 step. That was Westy that traveled. Mr. Brewer is having a field day. Now they switch, and they're putting Boozy over on Brewer, putting Westphal defensively against Hollins.
Owens puts it on the floor. Good fake on Adams, and it was blocked again. Westphal, they're back on the attack, and this time great pass by Davis, and Maurice Lucas crashed up into Alvin Adams. Oh, I thought Davis was going through with the shot that time, and that is 3 on Big Maurice.
And again, he took the ball right to the basket unselfishly. That's Davis right here. He could have taken a shot, shoveled left, and drawing the foul, going to the basket, Alvin Adams from Maurice Lucas.
But you have to respect Davis's shot. He is 9 of 11 against the Blazers. They certainly cannot sag off him on those breaks.
You got to respect the defensive play of Gar Hurd in this quarter, too. He's been blocking shots and making steals. Here's the pass from Davis over to Adams. Did a little pump motion. He'd have got that shot away, but Lucas fouled him.
Blazers bring it down against the pressure. Owens handed it to Hollins, who threw it clear cross court to Larry Steele, who's back in for Ramsey. Knocked away, and again it is that Suns defense. Davis spins it to Westphal, batted it back. Davis with control, no traveling. Adams, hands inside to Westphal from Davis, that high arching shot. The Suns look very tenacious on defense right now. Steele from the perimeter. He hit 3 big field goals in the second period.
They obviously need to get more people involved in their offense.
Los Angeles sends it to Game 3 in Denver on Sunday. And that will be broadcast along the West Coast. Westphal with Owens on the switch. Davis moves it. Boozy from the corner rattled out, and Hurd had it taken away from that time by Owens. Now it's Brewer. Brewer off to the right side, and the rookie Thompson with that little pump of his comes inside.
A good move. A man 6'10". He filled the lane from the right side and gracefully went right in. And the Phoenix Suns are going to want to talk things over as the Blazers have taken the lead back with a good fast-breaking play, and they will be rewarded by their fans applauding their moves. So it's 67-66 Portland. All right. Thompson and Brewer 16 each. Big Wall, boy, this kid, can he play? Can he play? Look at that move. Look at him bump it right over his shoulder. That actually, I wasn't proud of him. Harlem Globetrotters, take notice.
Yes. Right. So on Sunday, CBS will be in Landover, Maryland, Atlanta and Washington game 1. We also will be in San Antonio, Philadelphia against the Spurs, and out west, Los Angeles at Denver, the decider in that series. And the Lakers have never won a game in Denver since the Nuggets have come into the NBA. I believe they're about 0-8 right now. Adams looking for the open man. There was contact underneath. Scott ran into Steele.
Offensive foul. Right you are. Steele, an excellent defensive player, not only from the point of stealing the basketball, but he plays his man equally as well. He'll normally stay right in good position.
The Blazers lead by a point. Steele to the knee, kept the dribble. Thompson and Hurd blocks another one. And Hurd got back for the rebound. Gar Hurd playing as well as he has in a long time for the Suns as Michael Bratz went to the other end, but credit Garfield Hurd defensively and also rebounding. And that put the Suns up by 1, 68-67. Thompson with 16 points. Brewer now with 16 points. As the two rookies go together, and Brewer was fouled from behind. Bratz came in behind him. I guess when the playoffs begin, we should stop referring to them as rookies. They have been through an 82-game season.
They have played well. Bratz that time coming over the back of Brewer to get the foul. He clipped him as he released the jump shot. So Mr. Brewer will have a couple of free throws. And we are in the penalty both ways.
He is 5 of 5 from the field. Now 1 of 1 from the free throw line.
One of those Razorback from Arkansas. They've got another good one down that way. Sidney Moncrief
will be coming out. Sure to be a first-round draft choice.
I didn't know you were supposed to play basketball in Arkansas.
Well, they've done a job down there the last few years, haven't they?
Great. Now, in West Virginia, I can understand that. Yeah.
Well, he can only shoot perfect when someone's draped all over it. So we're dead even at 3:45 here in the third. Free is Scott. Westfall in the Suns lead.
I think he didn't know that shot was going. As soon as he pumped it, he just started back on defense. He could feel it all the way.
Now the Blazers shoot for the tie, and Chuck Robinson soon will check in for Phoenix. Owens waits, puts it down, takes it himself on the right side, and tied it up.
He's absolutely the most amazing center in the league to me. The way he has taken over this job when he was thought that maybe couldn't play in this league. Now he's been a star.
Owens, good defense that time, too. Brewer, back to Hollins. Forrest getting back. Off down to Bratz. It's 3-on-1. Here's Westfall, 2 men open, and it's Bratz for the layup.
Westfall, who was the only player in pro basketball this year that was in the top 10 in scoring as well as in assists. And there was an example of it, his passing. Beautifully done.
Owens puts it down and ties it at 72 as we go seesawing late in the third. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Suns again shooting for the lead. Davis being rested right now. Not on the floor for John McLeod. Westfall looking just a touch tired there for a moment. Gave it up to Forrest as he came inside. There was a foul.
That time Westfall went behind Forrest and took the ball, and he wanted the jump shot, couldn't find it. You watch him fake like he's going to go through. Here he is. Westy there to shovel it left, and there's Forrest. Another good feed, and Forrest fouled going right to the basket.
The second time around is never quite the same. The fans in Portland are not nearly as noisy as they were a couple years ago.
Well, they're very close to being eliminated, and of course fans react that way. When you're down 1 game and you have to win this one, there's no tomorrow.
Missing the free throw, and the Blazers come back. So we chalk up one cliche for the hot rod, as there is indeed no tomorrow. Steele goes inside, and Owens hooked it off the rim. Scott battling for it. Loose ball goes to the floor, still loose. Truck dives for it, finally picked up. Forrest gets it off now to Bratz. Quickly to the truck.
You think he didn't open the door on that play? So I want no part of Mr. Robertson. And the truck took it right down the lane and slammed it.
And the Suns lead by that dunk. And Truck now is over on Young Thompson. Thompson comes in behind Owens with Short and Scott yank down the rebound, and here comes Westfall. T.R. Dunn will take Westfall. He doesn't look tired of this trip, does he? Spin, and he's off with the shot. Taken off by Owens. Here's Holland. Holland's check to the left. Still looking to the left. Came to that side and misfired, and Scott again with a defensive rebound. Suns lead it by 2. 1:18, third period. Robinson puts it down. He's all alone. McLeod yelled out the play.
The Truck slowed it up and handed it right back.
Truck took orders that time.
They're listening to their coach. As Dick Motter said at the All-Star game, he says, we've got him right where we want him, but they just won't listen to me.
And Bratz had nobody there, and he simply threw it away.
But referring to the East squad being down by 18 during the third quarter, and that's when Dick Motter, the coach of the East, said they just won't listen to me.
I think that time, Hot Rod, 4 men listened, and 1 man didn't.
And it is Portland with the ball. They can tie with a field goal.
Inside of a minute now, in the third period, here's Clement Johnson. Knocked away by Scott, and he's picked up where Garfield Hurd left off.
He ran right by the ball. That's amazing. And he commits a foul. He should have had that ball and been going for a layup, and he ran right by it. What if it had been a ground ball? He would have never got to it, right? This ball's a little bit bigger. You ought to be able to pick it up. He's unhappy. He'll go out now, and Davis comes back. But he made the initial play, the steal, knocking it away, and had a step on Larry Steele, but couldn't control it.
He was impressive off that bench for a couple of minutes. Suns up by a couple. Lakers 1.
Now watch him here. He can't find the handle right there. He put his hand down for it and missed the bounce. Steele tried to pick it up, and then Scott, in his anxiety to get the ball back after making the bad play, grabbed him in the by the arm for the foul. Larry Steele.
The shot for the tie. The Suns come back down with a point lead.
He's ahead of his game average. Larry Steele with 9, averaging only 7 on the year.
Davis is back, and Steele goes right with him. Davis pops back out, and there's Larry. Davis trying to get the foul, and he's injured.
He wants a 20-second injury timeout, and he will get it. Quickly, Joe Prosky, the trainer, comes out. He's like it could be his wrist.
Joe Prosky will make it well in a matter of seconds. That's a good old boy from Montana State in Bozeman, Montana. They teach you well over there. He's got a little rattlesnake ointment.
Watch him double up here. It's that left elbow. Boom, right there could have been the contact. So he asked for and receives that 20-second injury timeout. His magic fingers. Joe Prosky works over him. I believe he's done it. Or is he going to take him out?
And
boy, he doesn't. Yeah, he's coming out.
A reminder that tomorrow and Sunday we will have coverage of the Masters. 4 p.m. Eastern time on CBS.
Now don't count out my man Jack Nicklaus. He's lurking in the shadows.
Westfall with the shot clock running down, and Robinson gave him a fresh 24, and they sure won't need that. Only 11 seconds left. So it's last shot time for the Suns. With 5, Westfall hits it. Now 2 seconds. Steele. Larry Steele hit one of those earlier this season in a game on a Sunday afternoon, but not this time. And after 3, it's the Suns 76, the Blazers 73. And the NBA on CBS will continue after these messages from your local stations.
CBS, yeah. Cooking. My man.
I've never seen this crowd this quiet.
Well, they'll come. Right. That's what I made reference to. I think it's over. They'd kind of, on borrowed time, 12 minutes to be exact.
I think I'm back in the Forum.
Yeah. ...101 straight sellouts. No, they're only...
It's possible.
101 sellouts, they like somebody. Montana State. Come on. Shake them loose, Ed. There they go. Bring him up. While we move it up.
We begin the fourth period, and it could be the final period for Portland. They must win this game to send it back to Phoenix for a decisive third game. Lionel Hollins is Oliver Brotz with control. Suns lead it by 3, make it 5 on the Brotz field goal. And the young man from Stanford has demonstrated a shooting touch. Phoenix has come on and played with some confidence here. Michael Thompson looking in over Truck. Johnson gets freed, batted away by Scott, who has been all over the floor. He starts period 4 for McLeod. Now it's T.R. Dunn rattling them in a miss. Jump ball.
Dr. Paul Steingart, the team physician for the Phoenix Suns, just walked by and let us have a report on Walt Davis. Here's the shot again as we look, and the rebound play. Scott fighting for the loose ball, and then the foul was called.
Hollins with the miss. What was the report? Steele back to Thompson.
The report is that Walter Davis has 2 fingers that are numb in that left hand. He took a blow to the elbow, and Joe Pronsky, the trainer at this moment, is over on the bench working on his hand.
Knocked away from Westfall. Saved by the Suns, and here's Robinson, and he traveled. He's turned it over.
There's Pronsky working on that left wrist and trying to get that numbness out of there. One good thing, it's not his shooting hand, it's his left hand.
And, of course, we'll have the MVP at the end of the game. I think Walter was saying, referee, if I wasn't fouled, take a look over here. I'm still being treated. Hollins up over Westfall. Steele. Dishes inside to Michael Thompson. And now 20 points for young Thompson. It's a 1-point Phoenix lead. Joe Pronsky has done the trick. I told you on the turnover just in time. Here comes Hollins. The Blazers are up by 1, and Walter Davis comes to the scores table.
Incredible magic fingers. Joe Pronsky has done it again.
Gar Hurd will return. Watch dribbling on Hollins. Robinson wants it, and Thompson trying to deny it. But Tucker comes to the lane. Johnson off, and here's Hollins. Blazers lead it by 1. T.R. Dunn knocked up and out of bounds. Thompson.
Now the Portland players think that Robinson shoved him in the back on the play. Now Truck will come out. He has been arrested quite often since that viral infection, that mysterious infection, I might add, too, that he picked up back in February.
They have a timeout, and Jack Ramsey will bring the Blazers over. The Suns will go huddle around John McLeod and Al Bianchi.
Kind of close here in Portland.
How'd you like to be married to that guy?
Well, he's immune to it.
Look at it. This crowd is. It's like it's staged.
They're starting to get ready. Keep it up. How much time? I was going to say we ought to tape it and we could get it. You got him. Blazer Mania. Look at the rabbit, get him.
So the Easter Bunny is getting the crowd going here. That's what it was like while you were away. Now back on the floor, Westfall. Picked up quickly. Hollins is on him, and here's Boozy. Alvin Adams over on the left. Johnson watching him. Gets in, and Suns have turned it over.
Lionel Hollins got a hand on it. They tried to drop it into Westfall. Was posting up with Hollins. He knocked it away.
Thompson fakes on Hurd, misfired, and Larry Steele with a big offensive rebound came flying over on the other side. They've only got 10 to get it off. Now to 5. Knocked away by Davis and out of bounds.
So they'll get 5 seconds back on the 24-second clock. There were 2 seconds on that clock when it was knocked out of bounds, so they only have 5.
Johnson almost rammed in the miss. Here's Hollins. Blazers now dominating the rebounding, and Thompson is fouled. No, he traveled before he was fouled. Garfield Hurd was coming right down on him. There was no doubt about it.
That was a big call. He may have taken a step, but look again. Good head and shoulder fake. Hurd was not to be moved out of the way. Turned back to the left. Here he fakes. Goes in. I don't think he walked. He went straight up on the shot.
Westfall puts a fake on Steele. Got picked up, though, before he could go down the middle, and Adams from the perimeter has put the Suns up by 1. We have 8 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Suns lead it by a point. Thompson won't count.
He was fouled before the shot. Second man through on the play, and he was being held as he tried to make his move to the basket. Foul called on Gar Hurd.
Team foul apiece. Hollins gives it to Clement Johnson. Bounce to Steele. A chance for the three-pointer.
They had to sloop that second man through and looking for the man down the middle. Perfect bounce pass. Steele protected the ball well as he went to the basket, laying it up with the right hand. 6'5" from Kentucky. Watch him go right through the basket here. Going in, get that ball out away from his body, bank it in. Nice move.
Suns going for the tie, and they almost had it on the alley-oop, but there was interference inside. Offensive interference. It's a turnover on the side of the Blazers. Westfall going for Alvin Adams, and Coach McLeod looking on. Blazers leading by 2. Bring it down at the 8:10 mark. Done. Thompson, Gar Hurd gambled. Thompson misfiring. And the Suns bring it back on the attack. Walter Davis, Steele watching him. Foul called on Larry, who is trying to hold Davis right there, not let him turn the corner.
That's the quickest I've ever seen a basketball player respond to a foul, and when it was on him. He said, yep, threw that arm right up. He said, I got him.
Davis trying to use the screen on that left side, and they came with it well. They've turned it over. That play was for Davis. Here's Hollins.
It was Hollins again defensively that made that steal. He's the one that knocked it down.
Done with a good fake. Missed the shot, and Hurd rebounds, and it's off to Boozy. 82-80. Suns trail it. Loose ball. It'll be run down by Lionel Hollins. Behind his back to Johnson.
He traveled. They got him. Well, with some pass. He threw a no-looker behind his back. Johnson happened to be there, but unlucky for Johnson, he couldn't control it. Here they fight for it. Hollins whipped it right behind him. Well, with some pass. Looking for the man.
How'd you like to get married to that guy?
He's immune to it.
What kind of this crowd is? It's like it's staged.
They're starting to get ready.
Over on the left, Johnson watching him, gets in, and Suns have turned it over.
Lionel Hollins got a hand on it. They tried to drop it into Westfall, was posting up with Hollins. He knocked it away.
Thompson fakes on Hurd, misfired, and Larry Steele with a big offensive rebound came flying over on the other side. They've only got 10 to get it off. Now to 5. Knocked away by Davison, out of bounds.
So they'll get 5 seconds back on the 24-second clock. There were 2 seconds on that clock when it was knocked out of bounds, so they only have 5.
Johnson almost rammed in the miss. Here's Hollins. Blazers now dominating the rebounding, and Thompson is fouled. No, he traveled before he was fouled. Garfield Hurd was coming right down on him. There was no doubt about it.
That was a big call. He may have taken a step. Well, look again. Good head and shoulder fake. Hurd was not to be moved out of the way. Turned back to the left. Here he fakes. Goes in. I don't think he walked. He went straight up on the shot.
Westfall puts a fake on Steele. Got picked up, though, before he could go down the middle, and Adams from the perimeter has put the Suns up by 1. We have 8 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Suns lead it by a point. Thompson won't count.
He was fouled before the shot. Second man through on the play, and he was being held as he tried to make his move to the basket. Foul called on Gar Hurd.
Team foul apiece. Hollins gives it to Clement Johnson. Bounce to Steele. A chance for the three-pointer.
They had to sloop that second man through and looking for the man down the middle. Perfect bounce pass. Steele protected the ball well as he went to the basket, laying it up with the right hand. 6'5" from Kentucky. Watch him go right through the basket here. Going in, get that ball out away from his body, bank it in. Nice move.
Suns going for the tie, and they almost had it on the alley-oop, but there was interference inside. Offensive interference. It's a turnover on the side of the Blazers. Westfall going for Alvin Adams, and Coach McLeod looking on. Blazers leading by 2. Bring it down at the 8-10 mark. Dunn. Thompson. Garherd gambled. Thompson misfiring. And the Suns bring it back on the attack. Walter Davis. Steele watching him. Foul called on Larry, who is trying to hold Davis right there, not let him turn the corner.
That's the quickest I've ever seen a basketball player respond to a foul, and when it was on him. He said, yep, threw that arm right up. He said, I got him.
Davis trying to use a screen on that left side, and they came with it well. They've turned it over. That play was for Davis. Here's Hollins.
It was Hollins again defensively that made that steal. He's the one who knocked it down.
Dunn with a good fake. Missed the shot and Hurd rebounds, and it's off to Boozy. 82-80. Suns trail it. Loose ball. It'll be run down by Lionel Hollins. Behind his back to Johnson.
He traveled. They got him. Well, with some pass. He threw a no-looker behind his back, and lucky Johnson happened to be there, but unlucky for Johnson, he couldn't control it. Here they fight for it. Hollins whipped it right behind his back, and Johnson took about 3 running steps trying to go for the layup. Big turnover there.
Still 82-80. Portland over Phoenix. 7 minutes and 5 seconds. Hollins out on Boozy. Screen was over on the left. And the Blazers are demonstrating tough defense right now.
Well, Davis got away with one there. He shoved Larry Steele away with his right arm as he dribbled with the left. But there was no whistle on the play. The ball was knocked out of bounds. We got a timeout.
And the NBA on CBS will continue after these messages from your local stations.
Strut their stuff for the National Collegiate Cheerleading Championships, starring Suzanne Summers with Master of Ceremonies Joe Namath. Watch for it Monday.
This is CBS.
Back as you see Jack Ramsey kneeling in front of the Blazers. For Jack, Michael Thompson leads with 20 points. Rookie Ron Brewer, 17. He was perfect from the field in the 3rd period. And in this period, as you look at the game statistics, the biggest lead by Portland was 9. This lead has changed hands 17 times, and it was tied 9 times. Portland has shot 31% from the field, but defensively, they have been all over the Suns here. The Suns have taken only 3 shots in this period so far. Davis comes free at the buzzer. No, the buzzer had gone off. It is a turnover to Portland.
24-second clock expired before he got the shot. That's a tough one, too. Davis hit an uncanny shot. He was bumped, fell away, and hit a jumper.
Blazers 82, Suns 80. 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go in Portland in game 2. Brewer was trying to go backdoor, and Westfall cut him off. Thompson goes inside now to Clement Johnson. Loose ball run down by Davis. The Blazers are back on defense. They are not allowing John McLeod's Suns to get that withering fast break going. Bounced away from Davis on the turnover. Here comes Twardzik of the Blazers. Johnson. They've had a couple of chances. Steele runs it back down. Away from Brewer. Loose ball. It'll go the other way. No, it's going to stay with the Blazers. At first, the indication was the Phoenix.
To give credit there to Larry Steele. That rebound had gone to Phoenix, and Steele alertly knocked it away. Came up with the ball. Big Clement Johnson will go out. Tom Owens back in.
Knocked free, and here's Michael Thompson. Fouled as he came up. Walter Davis unhappy. He's assessed a personal foul, his second of the game.
I think he disagrees with that call. Here's the play. Thompson right there, he slapped it out of his hands. He was goalward bound, but they had called the foul. Now 3 team fouls on Phoenix, 2 on Portland. 6 minutes, 5 seconds left in the game.
Here's Steele. Inside, Brewer gives it back to Twardzik. Brewer, Boozy was there, now Twardzik the open man. And they were all over Thompson. Gar Hurd again, rejecting it.
Another great defensive play. He's 6'6", and Thompson 6'10", and Gar getting way up high to block it. Watch the block. Here he turns, go up, and boom, he slaps it away. So that not today.
They're going to duel all night at 82-80. Foul. Brewer coming to the glass that time.
And the Phoenix Suns are getting themselves in trouble. Again, they now have 4 fouls. That foul on Alvin Adams, that's his 4th. And Brewer will get 2 free throws. And the Blazers are up by 2.
Five minutes and 44 seconds. A 4-point Portland lead. And the defense has been tough on Portland's behalf here the last period. A little too tough that time.
You got a foul on Tom Owens. Now that'll be their 3rd team foul.
That is his 5th personal. 5 on Owens.
Not a good place to foul away from the basket like that, but Tom tried to knock the pass down. If he goes out of this game, it's going to hurt Portland's chances for a victory.
Davis comes up on Steele. Quickly by Thompson to Twardzik.
There's Davis for a foul. Now Phoenix is over the limit. Penalty. Free throws will be taken. And Larry Steele will have 2. There's the move. Steele going down in the right-hand corner. Davis all over. The pass comes in right there, the contact. To try to knock that pass away. So Larry Steele hits the first free throw, and he'll have another. Portland with a 5-point lead. Looks like they ran him through a ringer. Steele has really hustled.
The Blazers have played better tonight with Maurice Lucas out. 86-80, Blazers lead the Suns, and Lucas is over there on the bench right now. Westfall brings it up on Brewer. Here's Truck Robinson, who's checked in. Adams gives it off to Westfall. Into Truck. Suns need a basket this time. Truck going for it. Battles away at the rebound. Tries to chase it down. It'll go to Portland. And the Truck complaining that he was fouled underneath.
Well, he made a super move with that left-hand shot. I think that's where the contact may have been made, but no call made. Big break for Portland.
Twardzik, Brewer, Steele, Owens, and Thompson. Bouncer to Owens. Running in, and he's turned it over.
They called him for charging. And Robinson was moving in front of him on that play. That's 5, make it 6.
That's 6, and Owens heads to the side.
Jack Ramsey does not like that call. Well, you look at it again. Robinson was moving on the play. Here's Big Tom cutting right to left. The truck steps right in his path. Went up with him. Could have gone the other way. Boy, the pressure will be on now. We'll probably have to go with Clemens Johnson. You could bring Lucas back in and swing Thompson in the middle.
They're going to go with the young man. Here he is. Clemens Johnson, 6'10", 240, the rookie from Florida A&M. 4 minutes and 35 seconds. The Blazers lead it by 6. Tom Owens has fouled out, and Maurice Lucas has been unable to get untracked here in the second half. Here's Adams outside. Johnson going for the rebound, goes out of bounds. Suns will keep it.
Johnson got the hand on it. Here's Clemens trying to hustle over to get to this ball. And he got a hand on it but couldn't control it. Phoenix ball.
Now Davis is being rusted. Westfall with that left hand, and Alvin Scott replaced Davis with a big offensive rebound. He's come off that bench. He's looked good tonight. Knocked away by Steele. Here's Brewer in a foot race. This could be an 8-point Portland lead. Missed it, and Scott was there. Not in complete control as he came down after a fine defensive effort. Boozy now off to the left side. Boozy will take it at the perimeter. It is short, tied up in the middle. Adams and Johnson, and here comes Davis.
Big Walt coming back in. He'll try to put some fuel in the old burner for the Phoenix Suns. They're down by 6 and time a factor. 3:46 remaining in the game.
Johnson and Adams will jump it up. Adams tapped it. Got away, though, is Twardzik with control. Brings it up. Blazers can open up an 8-point lead as it rolls to Johnson, and he was fouled by Davis, I believe, inside.
There's a rookie-to-rookie play, and Brewer smartly dumped it off. Here's Ron going to the baseline. Rolling out is Johnson. He's right there. Used his strength to just force this one up and get it away to draw the foul. He'll have 2 free throws plus the penalty if needed.
And the foul went to Robinson. So that's 2. They did not give it to the inside man. Robinson still complaining about the call. Only 3 team fouls against the Blazers. And Phoenix is already over the limit. And as Hot Rod pointed out, that's going to be a big factor. 3:35 to go. It is 86-80, 87-80. And Clemens Johnson could be the man of the evening. Here's Davis coming around. Adams wanted to go back, and Clemens Johnson was there, and Walter just took charge.
And again, Clemens Johnson went back up with him. Good effort by the big fella, but Davis, with his great leaping ability, got it up over him.
The one man Portland will have to watch now is Walter Davis if he's going to try to seize offensive control, because he can dominate a ball game. Coming in now behind, he fouled Johnson. That is 4 fouls on Walter Davis as he came around and hooked the hand. There was never a doubt about this.
Here's Thompson with the ball, and Davis right there. Knocked it away. And he's called for the foul. And again, at the line, Johnson.
Boozy, cross now to Westfall. Westfall
Phoenix
slows it up.
Phoenix would trade those 1-point free throws if they thought they could get away with it.
Davis coming in, put it up, and Steele called for the foul. We're going to have a timeout. We have 2 minutes and 56 seconds to go. It is Portland 88 and Phoenix 82. If Portland can hold on, game 3 in this series will be Sunday in Phoenix.
I think Phoenix will win this game.
Do you?
He'll come back. However, I'm going to get another overtime.
I don't know.
Well, you're in a truck. They're on Central Time. There is a difference. 1 hour. It's a little late for these guys to be up. It's almost midnight in Phoenix. Oh, yeah. Where he was over there. He had some tickets over here. He's got on a camel hair coat, beige.
A reminder about Sunday's schedule on CBS: Atlanta at Washington, Philadelphia at San Antonio, and of course Game 3, Los Angeles at Denver. Defense is the name of this game. Portland has shot 18 times from the floor in the fourth period. They have made only 4. That's 22%. But they have shot 10 more times than Phoenix, 3 of 8 at 38%. It is 88-83, a 5-point Blazer lead. 2:51. And Larry Steele has come off Jack Ramsey's bench to contribute 13 important points. Brewer almost fouled by Westfall that time. Sends it back to Thompson. Here's Steele. Steele with 2 seconds misfiring. Westfall is off now to Davis, and Steele comes back. Davis puts a move and goes to the shot.
Good charge. He charged all the way. Remarkable job by Steele. You talk about his points, but he has contained Walt Davis here in the second half. Watch him take the charge. Perfect position. Davis jumped right in his lap. Back went Steele to draw the foul.
And it is the veteran Larry Steele, with Kroll going to the young Michael Thompson. Lemon Johnson waits for Brewer. 8 seconds on the shot clock, and Brewer rattles in the basket. But now, with 2 minutes, it is 90-83. Adams, short. Chuck Robinson coming up with stuff, misfiring again, and there was a foul. And Michael Thompson was staying right with him.
Tough break there for Phoenix. Truck just couldn't find the handle. He more or less fumbled the ball as he tried to go up. And I gave Thompson an effort. Second try, goes back up and he gets fouled on this effort. So Truck will be at the line. He is not one of the best free throw shooters in basketball, but he'll have 3 to make 2. Both clubs are in the penalty. Davis will come out.
And the reason Walter Davis is out is because John McLeod wants the defensive play and the rebounding of Alvin Scott, who has come in right now. And missed free throws are proving critical.
John McLeod, boy, he talked to him before the game. He said, "We're ready." And I know he hates to let this one get away from him.
90-84. It's a 6-point lead, and here comes that full court pressure by Phoenix. Quickly to Twardzik. Portland gets it up. Westfall fouls Twardzik. And remember, they're over the limit and have been for some time.
Well, Wesley tried to draw the foul on that play. He just sat down.
Twardzik.
And they did not call the charge
right now.
(91-84) Portland, and Twardzik can run her on up.
Portland should win this one. 92-84 and a minute 30. Westfall gives it off to Boozy. Got it back. And there was going to be a game 3 in Phoenix on Sunday. The Blazers have come back here in game 2. Deflected by Boozy. Boozy and knocked out of bounds by Larry Steele, who has played a sensational game coming off Jack Ramsey's bench.
I'm going to vote for him for MVP. Who do you like?
Maurice Lucas. Westfall. No, I'm not going to vote for Lucas.
I was going to ask you that
in jest. The truck just told me that the reason he didn't come back is a tendonitis in the right knee. As Twardzik spins free inside of a minute, and I'm going to make it unanimous. Off Scott and out of bounds.
Larry Steele. From the great state of Kentucky. Boy, he's played a game. Got points.
Actually, this gentleman sitting next to me here at courtside, he just bent over and said it should be Steele, and I'll let him vote for me tonight too, so we'll make it.
He looks a little bit bigger than you. I'd go along with that.
They were much friendlier here tonight in Portland. We've got a timeout with 52 seconds to go. 92-86, and they'll head back to Phoenix.
Those words. Hey. This game is not over. There has been less time on the clock and bigger leads going down to 2. We already got him, Larry Steele. Yeah, that's who we voted for. Where you been, News? We've been talking about it. All right, Don. There he is. He looks like he's from Kentucky. You know, guys from Kentucky have a different look.
Steele. He's got to be player of the game.
He's already. We picked.
I'll tell you what. We get one more lobby, and I'm going to change to Michael Thomas.
Yeah. We're getting a lot of help down here.
One more fan, bend over here. All right, I'm going someplace else.
What if we go into overtime?
Let me set the stage magnificently.
He looks like he's from Kentucky. Relax.
My family went into Phoenix because they wanted to see this game live tonight on television, and the 6-year-old just called and said, "Dad, quit ending those games so quickly. There's a lot of time left."
That's what I was going to say. I have been, in fact, involved in a game several years ago with the old Cincinnati Royals, and the Lakers were down. We're down about 8 points with 40 seconds and win it by 3.
52 seconds.
Anything can happen.
92-86. The Blazers with the ball and control right now. Davis back, and there he is. Larry Steele. He put a little frosting on the cake. There's no doubt about it. An 8-point lead. Davis dribbling, and a foul called on Twardzik as he was trying to come around the corner.
40 seconds left, so a penalty. There'll be free throws taken. Here's Steele. Fake. Go down that alley. He sees daylight, turns his shoulder, banks the shot up and in. Remarkable game for this young man.
Interesting collection of talent that beat Phoenix tonight. Clement Johnson, a rookie. Larry Steele, near the end of his career. Dave Twardzik, not a lot of physical talent when you look at him, but mentally one of the brighter players in the league, and a couple of rookies. Michael Thompson and Ron Brewer. And, of course, don't forget those 2 men over there on the sideline. Jack Ramsey and Jack McKinney. They do an outstanding job. Now the scene will shift back to Phoenix, and you will see a different Sun team entirely on Sunday afternoon back home in front of those fans. Johnson quickly now to Hollins. 35 seconds. Here's Hollins dribbling it away. And there's our MVP, giving it up to Ron Brewer.
So they've got at least 4 more quarters of the season left, the Portland Trailblazers.
Brewer. Misfiring, and young Clement Johnson. Last 13 seconds, Davis.
What a move.
Puts the length of the court.
A little bit late.
Davis has got it back, but it is too late. It is over in Portland. The last second, and there it is.
That cuts it to a 4-point victory as Davis got credit for the layup right at the buzzer.
96-92. Blazers over the Suns, a 4-point margin, and the Chevrolet Most Valuable Player Award goes to Larry Steele.
I'll go along with that.
$1,000 scholarship will be awarded to Kentucky on behalf of Larry Steele, who did it all at both ends, and a little frosting with that final layup.
He's still in there.
Sunday, we now head on to the east. Hot Rod, you and I are going to go to Landover for Atlanta against Washington. Looking forward to seeing Hubie Brown's team, which has fought a lot like Portland did here tonight. And we'll also have coverage of Philadelphia, San Antonio. And out west, we're going to have Portland at Phoenix. Game 3 out of Phoenix Sunday afternoon. Los Angeles at Denver. Game 3. So in the east, the mini-series are over in 2, and in the they'll both go to a decisive third game.
Be interesting to see if the Washington Bullets can bounce back. They have lost 3 of the last 3 games they played on the regular season. Of course, they've had 3 players out with injuries. They've had a long layoff, and Atlanta has played exceptionally well. 17 straight home victories. However, they're going to have to travel to Washington for that first game Sunday afternoon.
Okay, thanks to our crew now, which did their usual outstanding job here in Portland. Bill Barnes was our producer. Sandy Grossman, our director. They'll hit the road, too, and head to Landover, Maryland for the first game of that series on Sunday between the defending world champion Washington Bullets and the amazing Atlanta Hawks. Thanks to the rest of our crew, too. For Hot Rod Hundley, this is Brent Musburger saying so long from Portland, where again the final score, the Portland Trail Blazers 96 and the Phoenix Suns 92. Game 3 in this series coming up Sunday afternoon in Phoenix. And the NBA on CBS is a presentation of CBS Sports. Have a nice Easter weekend, everybody.
Thank you. All right. All right, man.